Look at all of those layers. Look how fluffy and soft that mithai is. So good. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, it makes night number 2 of my 9 nights of Navratri here on Matthew's Guyanese Cooking. Now in today's video, I'm going to be putting yet another riff on the classic Guyanese mithai. I'm going to be making orange soda mithai today. Now I know that us Guyanese, we have orange soda parsad, so the thought process behind this dish was that why not make orange soda mithai? Now trust me, definitely give this recipe a try because these mithais were so soft, buttery, flaky, and had that nice hint of orange soda flavor. The orange soda also helped to create a nice fluffiness and make them even softer. Now, as all of you can see, I've got my fancy outfit on again today. I just want to go ahead and thank Kavita over at Lotus Bazaar for helping me choose all of these different outfits and sponsoring all of these 9 nights of Navratri on my channel. If you want to purchase outfits like this for men, if you want to purchase little kids outfits, things for women, or different types of accessories, make sure you check out Lotus Bazaar. They're located in New York, and I'm going to have their address and contact information as well as their social media down in my description box right below this video, so this way you can check them all out. You're going to get great quality items at good prices, and you're going to love everything that you choose when you go there. My second of my 9 nights of Navratri here on my channel is dedicated to Brahmacharini, and she is the second form of Mother Durga. She represents Yogini Devi, and she represents studies and intelligence. So I'm going to be starting off with all of my wet ingredients. In a bowl here, I'm going to be going in with some evaporated milk. If you wanted to use whole milk, you could do that as well. I'm also going to be going in with some orange soda, and I will be adding in a little bit of vanilla essence as well as some almond essence. Once you get all of your wet ingredients mixed up, it is time to go ahead and start working on the dried ingredients. So in my bowl here, I'm going in with some all-purpose flour, and on top of that, I'm adding in some freshly grated nutmeg. I'm also going to be going in with a little bit of elychee or cardamom, and I will also be going in with some freshly ground anise seeds. We're also going to be adding in a little bit of baking powder just to give it a nice fluffiness. And just because this is an orange soda mithai, I wanted to go in with a couple of pinches of orange food color. Now this is the powdered food coloring I'm using, but if you wanted to use the liquid version, you can as well. And all I'm going to go ahead and do is mix everything up until all of the dried ingredients are well combined. And at this point, I'm going to be going in with my butter, and you want to make sure that your butter is at room temperature and softened. And you want to keep rubbing the butter into the flour until it is nice and crumbly. I'm also going to be going in with a little bit of custard powder, and the custard powder is going to give it a nice richness and a nice flavor. And I'll also be adding in a little bit of freshly grated coconut. Now once you finish mixing the butter in with the coconut and all those other ingredients, you're going to start to stream in your orange soda and evaporated milk mixture a little bit at a time. And all you want to do is keep on mixing until you get a nice soft dough. Now if you feel after adding in that orange soda mixture that your mixture is still a little bit dry, then you can keep on streaming in a little bit more milk at a time until you get a nice soft textured dough. And at this point, we can go ahead and start to roll our dough. As you all can see, it is a nice soft dough, and we do not need to let it rest at all because being that it has so much butter in it, you do not want to let it rest or else it can start to get very crumbly. And you're also going to notice that this dough is a little bit more crumbly just because of the butter content, and all you want to go ahead and do is make sure to smooth it out as best as possible. But once you get your dough balls formed, you're going to go ahead and roll them out to about less than 1/2 inch thickness. You want to make sure that it is still nice and thick because you want it to be a fluffy mithai, and you do not want it to be too thin or else it will be too crunchy and crispy. You're also going to notice whenever making any type of mithai that the edges tend to crack a little bit. All you want to do is go ahead and keep on smoothing the edges and pinching everything back together. And at this point, I'm going to go ahead and cut up that dough that we rolled out, and I'm going to be dividing it into small strips. And once you divide it into the strips, you're going to begin to cut little triangle and rhombus shapes. And as per your preference, you can cut it into whatever shapes you want, and you can make them as big or as small as you want. But this is my preferred method of making mithai or cutting it up. So in a heavy bottom pot, I went ahead and heated up some vegetable oil on a medium-high heat, and I'm going to drop in a batch of these cut pieces of mithai, and I'm going to fry them for about 4 to 5 minutes or until they are beautifully golden brown all over and they are cooked throughout. So these are what the mithai pieces look like after cooking for about 5 minutes. As you all can see, they are nice and golden brown, and after the 5 minutes they should be fully cooked through. You're going to see that they're going to puff up just slightly. And all I'm doing is I'm taking them out of that hot oil and I'm putting them onto a plate that I've lined with a paper towel so any excess oil can be drained off. And once you finish frying all of your mithai pieces, it is time to make the sugar syrup or the paag.
So into a small saucepan, I'm going in with a little bit of water, and I'm going to be going in with some sugar. Now, as per usual, I will have all of the ingredients and the proper measurements listed in the description box right below this video. But as soon as you add in the sugar and the water, you're going to give it a mix, and you're going to heat it up on a medium to medium-high heat and let it boil down until it is thick and you start to see a little bit of crystallization on the sides of the pot. As you all can see, it is bubbling up nicely here. This is about after 10 minutes of cooking my sugar syrup on a medium-high heat. And I'm going to show you guys a surefire way to go ahead and test the sugar syrup and make sure it's done. All you want to go ahead and do is take a little bit of the sugar syrup and spoon it over just a couple pieces of those mithais in a little bowl. And as you keep on turning this mixture, you're going to see that the sugar syrup starts to get a little bit cloudy or a little bit white. As soon as you see that, that is your indication that the sugar syrup is done, because you know it will crystallize all over your mithai pieces. And if you all look very closely at this spoon that I've been tossing the mithai in, you're going to see that the sugar syrup starts to turn a very cloudy white color. That is exactly what you want, and that's how you know your sugar syrup is done. Now, once your sugar syrup is done boiling, you want to go ahead and toss the sugar syrup all over the mithai until you get a nice sugary white and crystallized coating. I highly recommend that you use a very big bowl for this, only because you want that space. If you do not have enough space, your mithais will start to break apart and your sugar syrup will not crystallize properly and it will not get a nice even coating. But this is what my mithai looks like after coating it with the sugar syrup. As you all can see, it has a nice even coating with that crystallized sugar all over.
Alright everyone, that is how quick and simple it was to put together my orange soda mithai. As you all could see, it was nice and soft, buttery and flaky, and absolute perfection. So I have one of them right here to show you guys exactly what it looks like and to give it a quick little taste test. So as you all can see, that sugar went ahead and crystallized perfectly all over the mithai. And when I break it open, let's show you guys how nice and soft this mithai is. Wow. Super flaky, super crumbly, exactly what you want with a good mithai. You guys need to give this mithai recipe a try. Super, super delicious. The orange soda added such a nice flavor to this mithai. So once again, I want to thank Kavita over at Lotus Bazaar for sponsoring these outfits for this video and many more to come. If you're all interested in checking out Lotus Bazaar, I'm going to have their information in the description box right below this video. And of course, if you enjoyed this orange soda mithai, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed yet, and go ahead and drop those comments down below and let me know what you all would like to see next on my channel. I'll see you all for night 3 of my 9 nights of Navratri here on Matthew's Guyanese Cooking.